Hello everybody and welcome back to the Brick Ninja. Today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Disney set, Disney Celebration Train. This set retails for $39.99 in the US. It is a 4 plus set. It has 200 pieces. It is set number 43212. It has 6 minifigures and 5 builds. So now that we've got all of the introductions out of the way, let's get to the review of the set. Alright, so here are the builds for this set, and this is a really great set. It is so fun, and I think that this set being 4 plus is really a help to this set because it allows for these printed parts on here to be well printed. And starting off with the Mickey Mouse train car, which is the front of the train, you have this piece right here, which is very cool. This Mickey Mouse shaped ears and headpiece, which just goes onto the front like so. And you have this piece right here. This is I believe it's either a 2x4 or a 2x6 brick, but these are printed since this is a 4 plus set. Here's what the bottom of it looks like. All 4 of the floats come on these big 4 plus vehicle type pieces, and this does move very well. They all move very good. And here's the spots inside for you to be able to put Mickey or any minifigure, and there's enough space for you to have one minifigure standing or sitting, so that's very cool. And you have a couple extra things up here for some steam to be coming out of it. So that's the Mickey Mouse train car. Here is the Peter Pan themed train car, or float, I should say. And this one is really cool. You get this awesome material piece with the skull and crossbones. And this one has a hook for Captain Hook. And you have this kind of pinkish maroon type color for a balloon. And this golden lantern. And you also have, for an anchor, this really cool anchor piece, which is awesome. I don't know if this piece is brand new in, it was first introduced in this set, or if it's been in other sets before this one, but it's a great piece nonetheless. And that's pretty much everything for this one. There's also, as you can see, a flag on the top, and turning it around and on the bottom. And this one rolls very well too. And since all 3 of the back cars have these connection points, you're able to hook all 3 of the floats up to the front train car and just move them around, and they roll very well together. So now moving on to the Sheriff Woody one, you get this awesome, I think this is probably a 2x8. I didn't check beforehand, but this is definitely either a 2x6 or a 2x8 print with Sheriff. And this is a great piece. This would be useful in so many things if you're creating an old west town for a sheriff's station. So that's a really great printed piece. And you get this really cool cactus build. I think that this is similar to some of the cactus builds in desert terrains from the LEGO Super Mario theme, but it's cool nonetheless. And you have this little barrel right here with a star in it. There we go. Get this little 1x1 star piece, which is very cool. And you have this little platform right here, which can rotate 360. And now turning this around, here's the back side and the underneath. And now we'll connect this one on. There we go. Now moving on to the final float, which is Moana. This one is very cool. You have a yellow crab, which is an awesome piece to get. And you get this nice little slope piece right here, which connects right here, which is supposed to be like a waterfall. And you get this nice little island background because, of course, Moana and the island and water. It's all very fitting for the movie. And now turning it around, you do have this little box back here, which contains inside of it a 1x1 translucent green stud which I'm assuming is supposed to be the heart of Te Fiti from the movie. Unfortunately, this is not the actual Heart of Te Fiti printed piece that actually exists from Lego. It's just a plain translucent 1x1 green stud. So I really wish that Lego would have just given that piece to this set. But I don't know, maybe that piece has been like decommissioned and Lego is no longer producing that printed tile piece anymore. But this is still a great float nonetheless. And connecting it on, there are the 4 floats. And now taking a look at the final build, which is this little, I guess, I don't know. It's random. It's a very random build, but it's cool. I like it. You get another one of these Mickey pieces, and you get another flag up here, and you have these little cakes and also cupcake down here with this awesome piece. And this just goes over here, and then you have this piece right here with a cupcake. So that's very cool. And these are on the 2x, let's see, will this be a 2x, let's try it, let's see. Yeah, it's a 2x4. This 2x4 plate with these 2 holes in it, which have shown up in several Lego Minecraft sets. So that's a cool piece to be able to get in here. And you also get this giant frame right here, since this is a 4+ set. So this is a very cool piece to get. So that's the little, I'm just going to call this like a rest stop, because I feel like that's what this is. It's kind of like a rest stop, you know, rest from your train ride and come in and have a snack. So those are the builds of the set. Here's the train conductor Mickey Mouse minifigure that comes in this set. And this minifigure is exclusive to this set, and it's a very cool minifigure. His accessory is this brick-built red balloon. And his torso is very cool. He's got a red tie, a little pocket watch right there, and it's blue with some stripes on it. Now turning the figure around, here's the back printing. So that is the train conductor Mickey Mouse minifigure. Here is Minnie Mouse, and this is a really great minifigure. Her accessory is a brick-built yellow balloon. And she has this fabric skirt piece, which has been used a lot, and it's fine. My biggest problem with these skirt pieces in this fabric is that it does not go down all the way. Like, even when the minifigure's arms are completely by her side, it still is like this up in the back. Whoops. And so it just doesn't stay down by itself. So I really am not a big fan of these types of felted material skirts that Lego uses. I much prefer the hard plastics minifigure skirts. Those are much better. But nonetheless, this is still a pretty good minifigure. Here is what her legs look like underneath. She's got some shoes down here. And she does have this cool like pink jacket with the polka dots, which continue on to the skirt. And she doesn't really have too much of a back printing. She does have a little bit right there. That is part of the back of the minifigure, not the skirt right there. And she does have this detachable bow piece right here, which I feel like this is a newer bow piece than the ones that used to be on Minnie Mouse minifigures. It's like harder. It's like it's more three-dimensional. That's the word I'm looking for. And it just goes on right here into the little hole in the top of her head. You just slide it in right there. So that's the Minnie Mouse minifigure. Here's Peter Pan. And this minifigure, in my opinion, is a downgrade from the one from the very first Disney collectible minifigure series, mainly due to the fact that these are just plain green legs, and the original Peter Pan Lego minifigure had leg printing, and some pretty good leg printing at that. But besides that, it's still a good minifigure. He does have, I believe it's the same face print, and it is the same hair hat combo with the ears. And here's what the back of the minifigure looks like. He does not have a second face print, and his accessory is a telescope. So that is Peter Pan. Here is Tinkerbell, and this is an absolutely fantastic minifigure. It's similar to the one that came out with the original Disney Castle in the mid-2010s, but it is different. Like, this Tinkerbell minifigure does not have a felted skirt piece. It's just printed onto the legs, and the wings are different. This awesome new fairy wing piece, which is fantastic, and she does have dual molded legs. And she has this really great hairpiece with her iconic bun. And she doesn't have any extra face printing. And here is what the back printing of the minifigure looks like with the wings taken off. So that is Tinkerbell. Here is Sheriff Woody, and this is another really good minifigure. His accessory is a guitar because, of course, he's playing it from his TV show that we see in Toy Story 2. And he has a hat-hair combo with his iconic cowboy hat. And he has his vest on with his badge and his belt. And he has dual molded legs with his pull string on his back printing. And he does have an alternate facial expression where he's just like giving like a slight smile. So that is Woody. And last but certainly not least, here is Moana, our very first ever Lego Moana minifigure. And this minifigure is fantastic. The printing on the torso and the legs is just brilliantly designed, perfectly accurate to the movie in my opinion. Her accessory is an oar. I will say this is just a regular minifigure oar. It would have been really cool if Lego had created a slightly altered version with in the movie when Maui draws on her oar when they first meet each other. So that would have been cool if that could have been, you know, this, but it's just a regular minifigure oar, but that's fine. And anyway, getting back to the minifigure, she has dual molded legs, and her hairpiece has actually been used with several Lego Friends mini dolls over the years, but it still works very well for her. It's a great representation of her hair, and here is her back printing and her alternate facial expression. So that is Moana. So that is my review of the Disney Celebration Train, and this is a really great set. For $40, I think that this set is fairly well priced because you do have to take into account that this is a 4+ set, so that means bigger molds, and I'm sure it costs Lego more to produce the bigger molds versus smaller ones. And then there's obviously the Disney license that has to be taken into account, and I don't know how much it costs to produce the felt piece for the Pirates sale back there, but I'm sure that that costs a little bit of money. And then obviously just the minifigures. So with all that taken into account, I definitely think that this set is pretty well priced at $40 US. But besides the price, this is also just a really fun set. The minifigure selection is fantastic. Finally getting Moana in minifigure form is great. And this is just a really fun set that you could easily put into a Lego Disney World or a Lego Disneyland. So I really think that there's pretty much nothing wrong with this set. The little stand over here for Minnie Mouse could have maybe had a little extra to it. But besides that, this set is pretty great in my opinion. So that is my review. Let me know your thoughts on this set and the minifigures in this set down below in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, then smash that like button and hit subscribe. And as always, Ninja, go!